think the best technique I've seen is probably Jack Lazowski. I think even though he's not quite at the top yet, I think the way he looks when he plays is probably the best I've ever seen. I think just his cue action, his technique. I think he looks like he's never going to miss sometimes. I think Ronnie's a different class to anyone. Break building, I think his positional play, every shot is perfect, so he can never miss. I think safety would definitely be Mark Selby. He's got sort of a determination that nobody else has got. Temperament-wise, I'd say maybe John Higgins. I think under pressure, he's probably the best person I've ever seen. Tactically, probably say Mark Selby again. Always plays the right shot, and he's prepared to sort of live and die out there to get the win.
Judd Trump, a couple of years younger than Ding Junhui, has fulfilled nearly everything expected of him and best placed perhaps to be the new dominant force within the game. There's nobody better experience-wise as young as him.
No, and he's just so dangerous. You know, he's a lethal scorer. Pots balls from all over the place. And now, through lots of practice and lots of work, has now got a very, very strong tactical safety game. You know, it doesn't get talked about as much as it should, in my opinion. His scoring is lethal, but his safety game is right up there. And when he's on full form, he's a handful for anyone.
In the scoring department, especially, he just gets on with it, doesn't he? He flows so well.
Perhaps the greatest power play I've ever seen, and that's taking into account Jimmy White and the Neil Robertsons. But of course, there is one glaring technical deficiency, if you could call it that we see so often on our cameras from a straight shot, that the cue goes right across the ball from one side of the ball, as if he's queuing up on the left-hand side of the ball, and he goes across to the right-hand side. You wonder how he can keep that up during a tournament and be accurate.
Well, he keeps as still as he possibly can. As Sean has spoken about before, there is a going forward motion, but his chin actually does stay on the cue right throughout the shot. I think if he was one of the players that actually lifted a little bit, I think he would make so many more errors, it would be incredible.
Where does he go from here now, Judd? He's in a good position within the game. Does he just keep on practicing, keep on steady, keep on improving?
Yes, he does do that, and I think he will do that. But I think without, just a little asterisk next to his name for me now, the longer it takes him to compete in the World Championships and the other big tour, the Masters. He's already won the UK Championships, of course, but that sort of triple crown that he's been earmarked for since he turned professional, the longer that takes, the harder that's going to get. And he perhaps has said a few things in recent years that he might wish he could take back. Last year at the World Championships, he announced that he felt this was his time. It had taken too long, and he was here, he was ready. That's great, but it doesn't half put the pressure on you when you start saying things like that. I should know. I was very vocal in my early days, and I wish I could go back and take some of those things back, because they really did pile the pressure on. But he's definitely got the game, and he's going to be around for a long, long time.